Kenya, a country in East Africa, spans an area of 224,081 square miles, where nature has drawn the majestic contours of geological history and a diverse ecosystem. To the east, Kenya's 333-mile coastline meets the Indian Ocean, where crashing waves not only bring tourism benefits, but also serve as the heartbeat of the fishing economy. Kenya's landscape is a striking contrast, where snow-capped mountains overlook sun-scorched plains and saltwater lakes where flamingos spread their wings become the heart of the savannah ecosystem. The ecological diversity of Kenya is further enhanced by its tropical climate, influenced by the intertropical convergence zone. Two main rainy seasons, from March to May and from October to December, bring life to the arid lands. The ecosystem here is not only diverse, but also carries the marks of millions of years of geological and natural development. The forces of nature continue to shape this country, creating one of the world's most wild and awe-inspiring landscapes. Masai Mara, part of the vast savanna and grassland ecosystem stretching into the Serengeti in Tanzania, is an endless land where grasslands extend to the horizon. Scattered among the green grasses are the distinctive acacia trees, like giant umbrellas amidst a sea of... In 2023, a comprehensive survey in Masai Mara revealed that the key herbivore species continue to maintain a strong presence in the savanna ecosystem. Across the vast grasslands, blue wildebeest still lead the way, with numbers reaching 37,281, like vibrant rivers constantly moving in search of fresh grass and water. Following them are 32,358 zebras, their striking black and white stripes casting shadows over the grasslands under the blazing sun. The number of buffaloes has reached 11,604, like mobile fortresses, powerfully overcoming the challenges of the harsh savanna. Impalas, graceful and delicate, with 10,610 individuals, continue their struggle for survival through agility and incredible adaptability. As for Thompson's gazelles, small but resilient, with 8,278 individuals, they escape predators thanks to their exceptional speed. The grasslands of Masai Mara become the stage for an unending drama, where every creature plays a role and life continues with every breath of the grass and wildlife. The Masai giraffe stands tall, like living towers, between the sky and the ground across the Masai Mara grasslands. With heights reaching up to 18 feet, these elegant giants walk lightly across the savanna, yet they cannot be overlooked. Their dark, leaf-shaped patches, especially prominent on the neck and body, mark them distinctly from other giraffe species, such as the reticulated giraffe. In the shade of acacia trees, where their long necks can easily reach, they find their sustenance. Each day, a Masai giraffe can consume up to 75 pounds of leaves, not only from acacia, but also from shrubs like commiphora and terminalia. In their world, each leaf becomes a precious source of energy, helping this giraffe species endure the harsh dryness of the savannah. Once dominating areas from southern Kenya to northern Tanzania, the Masai giraffe have perfectly adapted to the savanna and grassland ecosystems. They wander across the vast lands of Masai Mara and the Serengeti. However, their population has now sharply declined, with only about 45,000 individuals left in the wild. Their survival journey has grown increasingly challenging as they face habitat loss due to agricultural development and the threat of illegal poaching. Masai Mara is the only reserve in Kenya that has an indigenous population of black rhinoceros unaffected by relocation. Due to its size, Mara can sustain one of the largest populations in Africa. The south-central black rhinoceros here stand tall like ancient warriors. Weighing up to 3,000 pounds, with thick armor-like skin and horns as long as 4 feet, they are symbols of strength. With their characteristic hook-shaped lips, black rhinoceroses easily strip leaves and small branches from acacia and commiphora bushes, or even from dry tree bark. They roam the arid savannas, searching for food in the harsh environment. Though their skin is a dark grey, the name Black Rhino carries with it power and majesty, tied to this land for millions of years. Yet behind this grandeur lies a tragic story, once widespread across eastern and southern Africa, from Tanzania, Zimbabwe, and Zambia to South Africa. There are now fewer than 3,000 individuals left in the wild. Masai Mara, one of the last remaining sanctuaries, has become their refuge. This is the only area in Kenya where the indigenous black rhino population remains unaffected by relocation, thanks to its size. The southern African lion rules here like undefeated kings. Massive males, weighing up to 500 pounds and measuring 10 feet in length, stride majestically across the savannah, where they have reigned for thousands of years. Their sharp eyes track every movement, and each breath carries power. This is their land, where life and death depend on swift strikes and precise movements. Unlike many other big cats, southern African lions live in prides. It is an organized society, where females stay together and jointly care for their young, while strong males defend the territory from rivals. Their cooperation in hunting makes them the most formidable predators on the savannah. When night falls, the lionesses quietly approach prey from multiple directions, using darkness and limited visibility to encircle their target. Lions can sprint up to 35 miles per hour, but their true skill lies in patience and ambush tactics. Each pride member has a specific role. Powerful pounces, coordinated teamwork, and strategic cooperation allow them to take down large prey like zebras, blue wildebeest, and even Cape buffaloes. A hunt can last for hours, and only when the moment is perfect do they strike with a decisive blow. However, lions are not just cold-hearted predators. They share close social bonds, especially among the pride's females. The peaceful sunbathing or the roaring chorus beneath the Masai Mara sky is proof of a complex society and the power of Africa's largest big cat. Here, in the harsh world of the savannah, the spotted hyena is one of the most successful and intelligent predators. The body of a spotted hyena is built for endurance and resilience. The females, larger and more powerful, weigh up to 160 pounds, while the males are lighter, between 90 and 120 pounds. Hyena clans are structured around a unique matriarchal system, where females dominate all aspects of the group. Each clan can have up to 80 members, with power passed down through generations. Spotted hyenas hunt in small groups, selecting weak or isolated prey. With speeds reaching up to 35 miles per hour, hyenas can run long distances, outlasting many of their prey. But their greatest weapon is their steel-hard jaws, capable of crushing bones, a feat most other predators cannot match. These powerful jaws turn spotted hyenas into nature's crushers, consuming skin, cartilage and bones, leaving nothing behind after a meal. The presence of spotted hyenas in Masai Mara goes beyond their role as predators. They act as the ecosystem's clean-up crew, scavenging the carcasses left by other animals. By doing so, they help prevent the spread of disease and maintain the balance of the ecosystem. At this moment, the African leopard hides in the shadows like a silent ghost. With its golden coat adorned with rosette spots, it easily blends into the diverse landscape of the savannah. These are solitary predators, powerful and mysterious. Leopards can sprint up to 40 miles per hour, but rather than relying on speed, they use stealth. Step by slow, patient step, they approach their prey, using perfect camouflage and darkness to conceal themselves. The hunting strategy of the leopard is a combination of strength and finesse. From small antelope to blue wildebeest, all can become their targets. When the moment is right, a 20-foot leap or a 10-foot high jump puts the leopard in attack position. It doesn't take long for them to bring down their prey with a strong bite to the throat or nape, quickly exhausting their victim. After the kill, leopards drag carcasses 3 times their weight up into trees, out of reach of lions or hyenas. High above, they slowly enjoy their feast, avoiding the fierce competition on the ground. On the endless grasslands of Masai Mara, the East African cheetah moves like a fleeting breeze, fast and untouchable. Their speed, reaching up to 70 miles per hour, is a natural marvel, making them the fastest land predator. But speed isn't everything. Beneath that graceful beauty lies sophisticated tactics and remarkable adaptability that help them survive in the harsh savannas of Kenya. The social system of cheetahs is also unique. Males often live in small groups called coalitions, primarily composed of brothers. This allows them to hunt and defend their territory more effectively. Females, on the other hand, live independently, only interacting with their young. However, cub mortality is high, between 76 and 95%, due to threats from larger predators. The cheetah's body is designed perfectly for speed. Long, slender legs, an expanded chest to accommodate large lungs, and semi-retractable claws all contribute to this speed machine. Their sharp claws grip the dry ground, adding power to each stride. Thompson's gazelles, wildebeest calves, and young zebras are their primary targets. Cheetah hunts do not rely on long chases. Their key to success is surprise. They silently approach their prey, like a ghost under acacia bushes. When the moment arrives, they explode into action, accelerating in mere seconds to pounce on their prey with pinpoint precision. However, if they don't succeed within 20 to 30 seconds, they stop to avoid exhaustion. Once the hunt is over, cheetahs must quickly eat before other predators, like hyenas or lions, discover and steal their kill. This is why they often drag the carcass into bushes, finding a safe place to enjoy their meal. Despite their strength and agility, cheetahs face significant threats from habitat loss and human conflict. Currently, there are only about 710 to 793 individuals left in Kenya, and the species is classified as vulnerable by the IUCN. Water lakes of Masai Mara, the pink-backed pelican drifts gently like a quiet sail on the calm water. Although smaller than other pelican species, with a length of 49 to 61 inches and a wingspan of up to 9.5 feet, they still exude a majestic presence. The light pink hue on their back, softly highlighted in the light, reflects the peaceful early morning sky. The pink-backed pelican is not a solitary creature. They often gather in small flocks, engaging in social behavior during the breeding season, nesting in tall trees near the water's edge. In a single day, they can travel up to 100 miles, gliding over shallow waters in search of fish and small amphibians. When hunting, the pink-backed pelican demonstrates the skill of a master predator. They glide smoothly across the water, their sharp eyes missing no movement beneath. When fish, their primary prey, appear, a lightning-quick dive leaves the prey with no chance of escape. Their long beak, measuring 12 to 15 inches with the distinctive throat pouch, allows them to easily capture and hold fish. Unlike other birds of prey, the white-backed vulture has a very different mission. They do not hunt or chase like other raptors. Instead, the white-backed vulture seeks out signs of decay. A carcass, left behind by the harshness of nature, is the source of life for this bird. In the vast sky, the white-backed vulture circles, its 8.5-foot wingspan like giant white sheets stretched across the air. The distinct white patch on its back stands out against the sky, signaling the presence of nature's cleanup crew, a bird tasked with purifying the wilds of Africa. Below its wings, the green plains and sparse woodlands of the savannah twist in the breath of life and death. With exceptional vision, they can spot carcasses from a great distance, swooping down like a whirlwind. They use their sharp beaks to process the remains of zebras, wildebeests, or buffaloes, consuming the soft tissues of the carcass and leaving the bones for scavengers to follow. However, in the last 20 years, their numbers have declined by more than 80%. Listed as critically endangered by the IUCN, the white-backed vulture faces unseen enemies. Despite their critical role in maintaining ecological balance, the white-backed vulture is teetering on the edge of extinction. Their circles in the sky are not only a sign of death, but also a desperate call about the fragility of nature, where life is facing its harshest challenges. Spanning more than 89% of Kenya's landmass are the arid and semi-arid regions, known as the arid and semi-arid lands. Each year, these areas receive less than 20 inches of rainfall. Yet the grasslands, savannas, and semi-arid regions continue to sustain resilient life. Acacia trees, with their sharp thorns, rise, enduring the dry, harsh winds. Surrounding them is low-lying vegetation, adapted to the extreme climate. This land holds up to 80% of Kenya's biodiversity, where every species has found a way to survive in a challenging environment. Asals, though dry, are the heart of Kenya's wild ecosystem. Life here not only survives, but it thrives with resilience. The dry winds carry dust, but beneath this harsh exterior, nature always finds a way to flourish. A land that seems barren, yet holds vibrant life, where every creature plays a role in the grand ecological picture. In the sun-scorched grasslands of the arid and semi-arid lands, the grevy's zebra moves under the blazing heat. Its sharp black and white stripes and large ears, like natural fans, help it detect even the slightest sounds. Standing up to 5 feet at the shoulder and weighing between 770 to 990 pounds, Grevy's zebra is the largest of the zebra species, once roaming widely across East Africa. But today, only about 1,600 to 2,100 individuals remain, a significant decline from the 15,000 in the 1970s. The lands they once called home have been greatly diminished. Encroaching livestock herds have taken over much of their grass and water resources. Prolonged droughts, increasingly severe due to climate change, have pushed the Grevy's zebra into a struggle for survival. They wander through sparse grasslands, searching for precious food and water to survive. Their narrow stripes not only distinguish them, but also help them blend into the arid landscape, providing some camouflage from predators. Their large ears are not only a distinctive feature, but also an adaptation that helps them in the challenging asal environment. However, despite their resilience, Grevy's zebra faces tremendous pressure. Illegal hunting for their hides and fat, believed to have medicinal value, has drastically reduced their population. In sanctuaries like Samburu, conservation efforts are working hard to protect the remaining individuals. Yet, the journey of this zebra species is becoming increasingly difficult. Their hoofbeats still echo across the plains, but the future of this resilient animal is under serious threat. Grevy's zebra, a symbol of wildlife, continues its fight to survive in the harsh lands of Kenya. Amid the arid grasslands and rugged rocky hills, life remains strong, with the reticulated giraffe standing out prominently. The sharp white lines on the orange-brown coat form geometric patterns, like perfect mosaics spread across their bodies. With an impressive height of up to 18 feet, and a weight reaching up to 2,600 pounds, this giraffe species has perfectly adapted to life in harsh environments. Their long legs and necks allow them to reach the high branches, especially those of the acacia tree, one of their main food sources. Each day, they consume up to 75 pounds of vegetation, using their 12-inch long tongues to skillfully pull thorny leaves from the branches. The reticulated giraffe's adaptations go beyond their size. They are most active during early mornings and late afternoons, when the savannah's heat is less intense. Small groups of 3 to 9 individuals move flexibly without fixed territorial boundaries. These groups frequently overlap and change the structure as they journey in search of food and water. However, life for these giraffes is not entirely peaceful. Predators like lions and hyenas are always lurking. But reticulated giraffes are not easily subdued. They use their powerful legs to defend themselves, and a well-placed kick can seriously injure any careless predator. Despite their strength, the future of the reticulated giraffe faces major challenges. Their habitat is steadily shrinking due to human encroachment and agricultural expansion. They are currently listed as endangered by the IUCN. Each day, they fight not only against the harsh natural elements, but also against the ongoing loss of their natural habitat. On the arid grasslands, the gerenuk, also known as the giraffe gazelle, stands out with its slender frame and elegant long neck. They stand on long, thin legs, gracefully stretching to reach the high branches of acacia trees, which other antelope species cannot reach. With a height of 3 to 3.5 feet and a weight of only 66 to 110 pounds, the gerenuk is like a compact version of a giraffe, perfectly adapted to the harsh life in arid regions. In the intense midday light, they choose to feed at dawn and dusk, when the temperature cools down, to avoid the scorching heat of the desert. Their strong legs enable the gerenuk to stand upright on their hind legs, a rare and magical sight in the wild grasslands. With their long and skillful tongues, they pull tender leaves and buds from trees without needing to rely much on water, a remarkable survival skill in areas with scarce resources. However, despite their impressive adaptability, the gerenuk is still threatened by shrinking habitats. Livestock grazing and climate change have significantly reduced their living space. The delicate balance between life and the harsh forces of nature constantly places this unique antelope species in difficult challenges. Meanwhile, the Somali ostrich walks in the quiet of Kenya, leaving behind its distinctive footprints. Adult males can weigh up to 231 pounds, with black feathers that sharply contrast with their white wing and tail feathers. Their running speed can reach up to 40 miles per hour, like a breeze sweeping through dense bushlands. They rely not only on speed for survival, but also on their highly developed eyesight and hearing, which help them detect predators from afar. In semi-arid areas, Somali ostriches choose dense shrublands for shelter and foraging. They consume grass, leaves, seeds, and sometimes insects and small animals, blending seamlessly into their surroundings. The life of a Somali ostrich is a cycle of struggle and protection. Males guard the nests, and both parents share the responsibility of incubating the eggs, a cooperative effort to sustain life in harsh conditions. But even this resilience is not enough to fend off the threat from humans. The Somali ostrich is facing a severe decline. Hunting, egg harvesting, and human encroachment on their habitat have led to their classification as vulnerable. a symbol of nature under threat in Kenya's wildlands. In the arid and semi-arid lands, the dry vegetation mixes with grass, shrubs, and the sparse acacia trees under the scorching sun. Amidst this barren land, the dromedary camel, also known as the one-humped camel, stands tall, a symbol of endurance and strength. This camel species has thrived in the Assals for thousands of years, becoming an integral part of the culture and economy. Their footsteps have marked the arid deserts across East Africa, from Kenya to the Arabian Peninsula. Domesticated 3,000 to 4,000 years ago, the dromedary camel has provided meat, milk, and hides to humans. They have also been the primary means of transportation, carrying goods across vast, dry expanses that no other animal could conquer. With a height of up to 7.5 feet and weighing up to 1,520 pounds, the dromedary camel is a large and powerful animal. The solitary hump on its back serves as a fat reserve, allowing it to survive long periods without food or water. No other animal can withstand harsh conditions like they can. A dromedary camel can lose up to 30% of its body's water and continue its long journey through the burning desert heat. But it is not only humans who depend on them. The dromedary camel also plays a role in maintaining the economy of the Assals. Despite facing climate change and land resource conflicts, they continue to endure, a symbol of resilience and adaptation in Kenya's most unforgiving lands. Mount Kenya, the second highest mountain in Africa after Kilimanjaro, rises majestically to 17,057 feet, its peak covered in snow year-round. Cool streams flow down from the summit, bringing life to the arid lands below. Like a giant guarding the sky, this majestic mountain stands as a symbol of strength and endurance. Below, the montane forests spread out, wrapping the mountain in a blanket of lush green, sheltering rare wildlife in the peaceful embrace of nature. Kenya's montane forests are not just lands of survival, they are the heart of the ecosystem. They regulate the flow of rivers, protect biodiversity, and maintain the natural balance of this vast region. Amid the rugged cliffs and mountain forests, the klipspringer seems to glide effortlessly like the wind. With each leap, this small antelope appears to become one with the rocks, moving with both grace and strength. The name klipspringer means rock jumper in Afrikaans, and true to its name, it has evolved to perfectly adapt to life on treacherous rocky terrains. Standing only 17 to 24 inches tall and weighing between 18 to 40 pounds, the klipspringer has a yellowish coat with hints of reddish-brown, helping it blend in with the rocky landscape. Its coarse, short fur not only provides excellent camouflage, but also protects it from scratches while moving quickly. What truly sets the klipspringer apart is its small yet powerful hooves, equipped with a rubber-like grip, allowing it to cling firmly to slippery rock surfaces without hesitation. This ability is a crucial survival trait. In such a dangerous environment, the klipspringer must always be on alert for predators like leopards and hyenas. They quickly leap from rock to rock, escaping danger with remarkable agility. Yet even in this harsh setting, they radiate enduring strength. Amid the dense layers of the montane forests in Kenya, the mantled guereza, with its jet-black fur framed by long white hair, glides gracefully through the branches like a silent ghost. The contrasting colors of their fur create a striking image, like harmonious strokes of black and white against the deep green canvas of the forest. First discovered in the 1830s, this monkey species is a symbol of Africa's forests. The mantled guereza measures between 18 to 28 inches in length and weighs around 7.8 to 13.5 pounds, with a distinctive tail that can reach up to 3 feet in length. One unique feature of this species is that they lack a thumb. This adaptation allows them to easily swing from branch to branch, staying high in the trees, far from the dangers on the ground. They live in groups ranging from 3 to 15 individuals. These small groups bond through loud calls that echo through the forest, warning off intruders and protecting their territory. Most of their time is spent resting in the treetops, searching for young leaves, their primary food source. Leaves make up about 70% of their diet, but they also supplement it with flowers and fruit to maintain their health in the challenging mountain forest environment. In northern Kenya, the Great Rift Valley carves a massive scar through the country, a profound mark of time. Stretching over 370 miles, this valley was formed by the shifting of tectonic plates 35 million years ago. Ancient volcanoes and large fault lines run along its length, leading to stunning lakes such as Lake Naivasha, Lake Nakuru, and Lake Bogoria. This place is like the heart of Kenya's ecosystem. The freshwater and alkaline lakes, surrounded by lush vegetation, create oases amid the arid landscape. Gentle waves ripple across the lakes, reflecting the sky and mountains, evoking a sense of tranquility, yet also strength. The wetlands and rivers, like those in the Yala and Tana River Delta, provide endless resources for countless species of wildlife. Along the vast alkaline shores of the Great Rift Valley lakes, an endless sea of pink stretches out. Lake Nakuru, Lake Bogoria, and Lake Magadi have transformed into paradises for thousands of flamingos, creating a lively and vibrant scene. The bright pink color of these birds is not just for show. It is a sign of their unique diet, rich in carotenoids, pigments found in algae and small shrimp, the main food sources for the greater flamingo and lesser flamingo. With their long legs and gracefully curved necks, flamingos delicately wade through the shallow waters. Their heads bow down, beaks carefully sifting through the water to catch spirulina, a type of blue-green algae that thrives in alkaline lakes. This feeding method is unique to flamingos, a perfect survival strategy in harsh, salty waters. These alkaline lakes, with their high salt content, have become ideal havens for these majestic birds. However, life is not always peaceful. Climate change has caused water levels in the lakes to rise. As salinity decreases, there has been a rapid decline in phytoplankton, an essential food source for the lesser flamingo. Recent studies have shown that the amount of phytoplankton in Lake Nakuru and Lake Bogoria has significantly decreased over the past 2 decades. While some smaller lakes have seen improvements in living conditions, the most important lakes remain inadequately protected. That brilliant pink spectacle could slowly fade as the flamingo's habitat faces destruction from climate change and pollution. Amid the vibrant geysers of Lake Bogoria lies a pristine landscape where the earth and sky blend. The hot winds from volcanic activity have shaped the rugged terrain. Yet, in this very place, the greater kudu thrives, a majestic symbol of East Africa's wild nature. The greater kudu, one of the largest antelopes in Africa, appears like ghosts in the mist, standing up to 5 feet tall and weighing as much as 690 pounds. The males boast spiral horns that can reach up to 5 feet in length, rising proudly like natural crowns, marking their quiet dominance in the forests surrounding the lakes. In the wildlands of Lake Nakuru, where dense forests surround waterholes, the African buffalo stands as one of the most formidable creatures. These massive animals, with their powerful horns and fused bone bases, have become a symbol of strength in Kenya's lakes and wetlands ecosystems. From afar, herds of buffalo move like an unstoppable force. They can reach lengths of up to 11 feet and weigh nearly 2,000 pounds, making any predator think twice. Their large bodies are protected by sturdy horns, weapons capable of fending off even the mightiest enemies, from powerful lions to bloodthirsty hyenas. Buffaloes live in large herds, where social bonds between individuals are strengthened through long migrations. In these herds, females lead the way in finding food and water, while older males sometimes live separately in smaller groups. When hunted, they don't scatter, but instead form a circle, creating a wall of horns to protect the young in the center. It's an effective survival strategy, a display of resilience in the face of nature's threats. Meanwhile, the oxpecker stands out as an important piece in the complex symbiotic relationship between giant animals and smaller creatures. These graceful birds perch on the backs of large animals like hippos, forming a fascinating mutualistic relationship. As the African sun shines on the lakes and wetlands, the oxpecker begins its day. Its sharp beak plucks ticks and parasites from the skin of its massive hosts. For the hippo, the oxpecker acts like a tiny doctor, helping to remove irritating parasites. The thick skin of hippos is prone to attracting ticks and flies, especially after spending time in the water, and the oxpecker, with its small but strong legs, is always ready to help reduce the risk of skin infections. These birds are more than just cleaning companions. They also serve as living alarms. When they detect predators such as lions or leopards, they make loud calls, alerting their host to potential danger. While this typically benefits animals like buffalo or giraffes, hippos also reap the benefits of the oxpecker's vigilance. An oxpecker can consume hundreds of ticks or thousands of tick larvae each day, significantly reducing the number of parasites on its host. However, the relationship is not always entirely beneficial. Sometimes oxpeckers will enlarge or create small wounds to feed directly on the host's blood, turning the relationship from mutualistic to parasitic. In eastern Kenya, the low plains gradually stretch out until they meet the deep blue waters of the Indian Ocean, where the vast sea embraces the land with boundless vitality. Here, The coastal tropical forest ecosystem radiates rich biodiversity, like a hidden treasure under the dense forest canopy. This landscape is not only home to rare animal species, but also a natural masterpiece, with lush green expanses stretching to the horizon. In the shade of the Arabuko, Sokoke, and Shimba Hills forests, thousands of species of trees and rare animals thrive. These dense forests are the home of the golden-rumped elephant shrew, darting through the leaf litter, leaving fleeting brown trails. High above, the Sokoke scops owl quietly watches, its deep black eyes hidden among the leaves, like ghosts of the ancient forest. Nestled in the dense forests along Kenya's Tana River, the Tana River red colobus moves through the treetops as if holding onto secrets, hidden from human sight. Covered in soft grey fur with a bright red patch on its head, this small primate is a living symbol of the beauty and fragility of the coastal tropical forest ecosystem. Its habitat is quite narrow, extending less than 37 miles along the river. This region lacks the abundant rainfall found in other tropical forests of East and Central Africa. In these dry conditions, the eastern red colobus has evolved to survive, differing from other colobus species. Their diet consists mainly of leaves. Each day, an individual can consume 4 to 7 pounds of leaves. Their specialized digestive system and strong teeth enable them to process the tough fiber in leaves, making use of the limited food resources provided by the riverside forest. Their lives are quiet and slow-paced, with most of the day spent foraging. However, the eastern red colobus is now facing a critically high risk of extinction. Their remaining habitats are becoming increasingly fragmented and degraded. Each year, forest areas continue to shrink, pushing this endemic primate closer to disappearance, leaving behind only the memory of an ecosystem that was once rich and vibrant. Along Kenya's coast, lush mangrove forests stretch out like a protective shield, buffering the waves of the Indian Ocean and creating a paradise for life. These ecosystems not only defend the coastline from erosion, but also serve as a sanctuary for ancient creatures, sea turtles. Millions of years have passed since sea turtles first appeared, yet they continue to return quietly to these beaches, completing life cycles where they once began. Each breeding season, from October to March, female turtles travel hundreds of miles back to beaches in Watamu and Diani, ideal nesting sites protected by mangroves and coral reefs. In a remarkable journey guided by an instinct known as natal homing, they return to the very beaches where they were born. Here, they dig sandy nests and lay between 80 and 120 eggs per clutch. After around 60 days, the tiny turtles hatch and face a fierce battle for survival, with only 1 in 1,000 surviving to adulthood. In the deep blue waters off the coast of Kenya, bottlenose dolphins are like the master athletes of the ocean. At Watamu Marine National Park and Diani Beach, these dolphins frequently appear, leaping through the waves and captivating onlookers. Ranging from 8 to 12 feet in length, and weighing up to 1,100 pounds, they are graceful yet powerful creatures, adding irresistible charm to Kenya's tropical waters. Bottlenose dolphins live in small groups called pods, typically with 10 to 30 individuals, sometimes forming into hundreds when migrating. In these groups, social structures are clear and strong. They may consist of family members, close friends, or even small communities that always support one another. The sonar ability of bottlenose dolphins, often described as biological radar, makes them exceptional hunters. They emit high-frequency sounds from their snouts, then listen for the echoes to precisely locate prey underwater. In deep or murky waters, this echolocation is the perfect weapon, allowing them to locate and catch their prey with ease. Herding is another unique strategy they often employ. Together, they corral fish into tight clusters, then take turns attacking. Kenya, a vast land stretching from mountain peaks to deep oceans, is a symphony of nature and abundant wildlife. But today, this beautiful natural landscape bears cracks from climate change, habitat loss, poaching, and pollution. Invisible pressures from climate change, combined with the clear impacts of human activity, are placing Kenya's ecosystems and unique wildlife under unprecedented threat. Climate change is like an invisible storm, spreading its effects across Kenya's plains and coastal forests. According to estimates from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, since 2023, Kenya's average temperature has risen by 0.5 to 1.5 degrees Celsius. This change has disrupted rainfall patterns in the Masai Mara National Reserve and savannah grasslands, where the lives of numerous large animals, such as the African elephant, cheetah, and lion, are closely tied to the rivers. The coastal areas, including the Lamu Archipelago and Mombasa, are experiencing rising sea levels. The coastline is eroding, and mangrove forests are slowly receding. These are critical ecosystems that shelter species like the green sea turtle and bottlenose dolphin, now facing threats to their survival. Furthermore, poaching and wildlife trafficking remain deep wounds for Kenya. Despite conservation efforts, species like the African elephant, black rhinoceros, and lion are still targeted by poachers, hunted for their ivory, horns, and other valuable parts. Data from Save the Elephants indicates that in 2022 to 2023 alone, around 100 elephants were killed for their ivory. The black market continues to thrive, with rare animals like the pangolin hunted for traditional medicine and jewelry in several Asian countries. Each act of poaching threatens Kenya's biodiversity. Beyond poaching, pollution, particularly plastic pollution, is also devastating ecosystems. According to a report from the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, about 1 million tons of plastic waste are dumped along the East African coast each year, with Kenya being a significant contributor. These plastic fragments not only harm marine animals, but also damage coral ecosystems. Watamu was once home to thriving coral reefs, but in the past decade alone, the coral area has shrunk by 30%, pushing one of Kenya's most beautiful marine landscapes to the brink of collapse. Kenya, a beautiful canvas of wild nature, stands at a major crossroads. Each animal, every forest, every river, is a precious piece of this ecosystem in need of protection and appreciation. To safeguard this natural heritage, sustainable solutions and close collaboration among conservation organizations, the government, and local communities are essential. Kenya is expanding its network of reserves and national parks as a solution to protect its wildlife. The Kenya Wildlife Service, the main organization managing these protected areas, is implementing strong measures to protect species at high risk of extinction, such as the African elephant and black rhinoceros. Famous parks like Tsavo, Amboseli, and Nairobi National Park are prime examples. These parks are not only safe havens for large animals like lions and giraffes, but also help raise community awareness, especially in Nairobi, a major city adjacent to the park. In Kenya's journey toward conservation, Ol Pejeta Conservancy stands out as an inspiring symbol for the recovery of the black rhinoceros. At the end of the 20th century, the black rhino faced extinction, with the population dropping to around 300 individuals in the 1990s. In response, Ol Pejeta became a stronghold for this species, blending conservation efforts with ecotourism and partnerships with local communities. The story of Ol Pejeta Conservancy has inspired millions about the importance of environmental protection. In a world where natural environments are under severe threat, we must take action to protect nature. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference. Let's join hands in educating, raising awareness, living sustainably, and supporting conservation projects to preserve natural wonders for future generations, just as Ol Pejeta Conservancy has done and continues to do. If you've ever witnessed the spectacular migrations or dramatic hunts in Kenya, feel free to share your experiences in the comments. Your stories will be a source of inspiration and motivation for nature conservation efforts, helping preserve ecosystems for future generations. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us on more amazing adventures. Or you can continue to follow the survival journey of Africa's wildlife in Masai Mara, secrets of Africa's fiercest hunters and wild savannah, the migration journey and challenges in the land of predators.